live with you all and do this live. Show you the email that I got here for from Uber in Massachusetts, the deal that was struck yesterday on June the 27th, 2024. I don't know how many other content creators are talking about it or reading or sharing the email, but I know news media, there are news reports, there are articles that are online, but I just want to share the email that I got from Uber. Here, you see, it says right here. There are many people out there that are speaking things that are not true, sharing screenshots of things that are photoshopped or whatever and hidden information. But this is my actual email inbox that I'm pulling up that I got today at 1:06 p.m. You see today's date? It is to me from Uber. It says guaranteed pay, protections, and benefits from Uber. I just got this, like I say, about an hour ago. I checked my email just moments ago, and this is what I saw. It says new agreement, new benefits. Uber and Mass AG Campbell reached landmark agreement to deliver new benefits and protections. Let me check one thing here. It says today, Uber and Massachusetts Attorney General Andrea Campbell reach a historic agreement that will give drivers across the state new benefits and protections while protecting your ability to work independently. Here's what you can expect in the coming months. Let me check one thing real quick, make sure we're coming in good. It says guaranteed minimum earnings. You will earn at least $32.50 per hour for engaged time, which means time spent on the way to a ride pickup and during the ride, measured over a 2-week period. So it's got to be measured over a 2-week period. Why can't it be started immediately? See, these are the games and gimmicks that Uber pulls all the time. Over a 2-week period. Okay, this is a floor, not a ceiling. You can always earn more. You may see additional payment on your earnings statement if you ever earn less than the minimum. Remember, I did a short, and I keep mentioning this to you. When I went to Texas in 2023, in the spring, or the winter of 2023, I went there. I did Uber and Lyft there. I used to do it in Texas, so I already passed the background check. So once I go there, all I gotta do is switch my region. And when I got back to Massachusetts, Lyft told me, or Uber told me, yes, those bonuses, those quests that you see in Texas, once you drive basically in Massachusetts for 2 weeks, then you're going to see this change. So Uber, the Bible says, can a leopard change its spots? No. It's the same old trick, the same old gimmick. For those of you that are fresh and new to Uber and Lyft, they do some of the same old tricks. They just manipulate it or turn it a different way, just like the Bible says. Can a leopard change its spots? No, it cannot. It's the same old trick, same old gimmick. Like I say, there's something in the world where people say it takes 2 weeks to form a new habit. So remember, 2 weeks. I've mentioned it on this channel multiple times about the 2-week algorithm. DoorDash, 2 weeks. Uber, 2 weeks. Lyft, 2 weeks. But this is the Uber. They're admitting it for 2 weeks. Okay, well, come on, let's finish. It says here, you may see additional payment on your earnings statement if you ever earn less than the minimum. All right, well, let's keep it going. Health insurance benefit. Qualifying drivers who average at least 15 weekly engaged hours per quarter combined across Uber and Lyft will receive a cash pay for qualifying health plans. Details to follow. Okay, 15 weekly engaged hours for 3 months. Okay, interesting. So they're making it a little bit easier, a lot easier for people to do Uber part-time. All right, let's continue. Uber and Lyft, rather. It says occupational accident insurance. You will get no-cost occupational accident insurance coverage, providing up to $1 million for medical expenses as well as disability payments if you're injured while driving on Uber and can't work, and accidental death insurance. Paid sick leave. You will accrue 1 hour of sick pay for every 30 hours of engaged time, up to 40 hours of sick pay per year. Wow, this is going to kick off around August 15th. So I'm definitely going to qualify for this stuff really easy. As much Uber as I do, and I'll be doing more Lyft. Yeah, it's going to be easy for me to qualify, even if I did it part-time. It'll be easy for me to qualify. Unlike California, those people have limits on how much they can work in order to get the benefit, the stipend every month. But anyway, here you go. It says paid family medical leave. You will get half the cost of enrolling in the state's paid family medical leave insurance program at the end of each quarter. All right, account deactivation support. All drivers will continue to have access to our deactivations review center. This allows drivers to ask for an additional review of a deactivation decision. And then live chat support will be available in English, Spanish, French, and Portuguese. Now, one thing about that live chat support, yeah, it's usually available, but it's the phone support. See, I called Uber, one of the numbers I have saved in my phone for Uber, and they said, hey, we're no longer accepting calls at this number. It was one of the main numbers I've had in my phone with Uber for how many? A year, 2, 3 years? And now they're no longer accepting phone calls at that number, but the live chat's available. Sometimes I have good success with the live chat here in Massachusetts because especially if I'm on a delivery, I have a problem, store is closed, hey, I can put in a live chat, store is closed, and they issue the $3 payment immediately. I can call on the phone, they do the same thing, but sometimes I have more success with the live chat. But anyway, live chat support will be available in English, Spanish, French, and Portuguese. And those are the 4 main languages here in Massachusetts. You have a lot of Portuguese here, you have Cabo Verdeans here, you have all different kind of Latin cultures, then you have English-speaking people, people who know multiple languages. So this works out very, very, very well. It says, we're pleased that Massachusetts is leading the way with innovative approaches like this, instead of forcing drivers into employment, which would have meant job applications, scheduled shifts, and performance management. This agreement lets you continue to work flexibly with many new benefits. We'll keep you updated as these new benefits become available to you in the months ahead. The Uber team, and you see here's Uber's, all that Uber technology, their address, and all of this stuff. I could click the button to learn more, but I'm not going to do that. But anyway, this is the email I got today at 1:06 p.m. from Uber Technologies. So I'll check to see what I got from DoorDash. Maybe I'll do a live about the DoorDash. I'll see what Lyft offered me. I don't do Instacart, but I do Uber, Lyft, DoorDash, Roadie. I do Spark, and maybe Spark send an email too. So I'll check. I'll try to do a review on those other ones. Hopefully you can hear me. I'm just sitting outside waiting for my barber appointment, waiting for the next hair to get cut so I can go in and get mine done. But anyway, this is where we're at, y'all. So hopefully y'all are having a great day out there. Let me double check one thing. I'm hoping you can hear me. So hopefully you're blessed out there. And just remember, this is the beginning, according to Uber, Massachusetts. We're setting the tone, setting the pace. So let's see how things go over the next 2 weeks, like they say. August 15th is when this is supposed to take effect. And let's see what's going to happen. So you all be blessed out there. Have a good signal. So it's catching up. And this is actually from the email I got from Uber Technologies to the agreement they settled yesterday on June the 27th in Massachusetts. Attorney General, the drivers union had a lot to do with this as well here in Massachusetts. And there you go. So you got it from the horse's mouth, from my email, not no news article that other people are using. Yes, those news articles are great, but I'm boots on the ground here in Massachusetts. I'm sharing the actual email that a lot of people have not shown yet. So thank you for all of you all that are sharing the actual news article. But this is the actual email that we got. And it breaks it down. So it says here, like the news article that has been floating around says, one part of it that from the time we accept the trip, we only get paid once a passenger gets in our vehicle. But this clarifies it. Like I told you, I will find more information to clarify that particular phrase. It says here that, and to be honest with you, let me tell you this, and I have made this statement before on my channel, that before upfront fares came to Massachusetts, when I would get a Lyft request, I used to love Lyft and Uber requests because there were long pickups, and I would actually get paid for those trips, like they're saying here. Like I say, the Bible is real, you all. It says, can a leopard change its spots? No, it cannot. You know I'm a religious guy. Stick with the Bible, what it has to say. This is going back to the pre-upfront pricing. Because on Uber and Lyft, and maybe I'll go back and show you some of the requests that I used to get back in 2023, back in 2022, before the upfront pricing came. I would get paid for a trip request. It would be a long pickup, and it would pay me from the time I accepted the trip to the time I picked up the customer and dropped them off at their final destination. And this is the same thing, you all, that they're saying now due to legislation, disagreement. They're going to start doing the same thing. So now if I say a long pickup, long drop off, I'm hoping the pay is going to be fair. The payment used to be a lot higher. Here it's going to be $32.50 per hour. So we'll see how it goes. I'll do some experiments. I'll show you all from the Go Get It YouTube channel on how this thing progressed. But before this agreement, yes, I used to love those long pickups. Somebody 20 miles away, yeah, I'll go get them. Because I know the time I put accept trip, I'm getting paid right then and there. So I'll drive the 20 miles to go pick them up. I'll drive the 20 miles to drop them off. Because that trip, that 40-mile trip, a lot of times I make $60, $70, maybe even $80. From the time I accept the trip to the time I do the drop off and end the trip. So they're doing something similar here, just at a lower rate. So like I said, I cannot say this enough. Can a leopard change its spots? No, it cannot. Uber is the same they have been. They just keep changing, lowering the payments, lowering the fares, but it's the same ideology. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. So I'm sure all the bags of tricks that they have had, the 10, 15 years that they have been in existence, just put them to the side. Hey, this worked then. Why don't we bring that back out? Because even in my area, the algorithm, as I watch the surges bounce around, 1 week, the surge is in this particular spot. Then they'll do an update on the app. And then it's no longer in that spot. It's over here in a different location. Okay. And so the next week or two, they'll put it back into the location that it was in the prior week or two. So my wife and I always just laugh at it. We're like, yeah, Uber used to put the surge here. They took it away. And now the surge is over here. And now, whoa, look at that. They just put it back to the same spot that it used to be a week or two ago, maybe a month ago. But anyway, you all be blessed. Here's the email. This is my personal email. I don't use aliases. I'm not using my wife's email. This is my personal email that Uber sent to me. You see, it says to me from Uber. And there you go. So you all have a great one. I'm not going to show you my full name. You know, my name is Ronald. So this is how far I'm going to take this email. But this is my actual email I got from Uber. So you all be blessed out there, highly favored. And you all stay prosperous. And like I say, I'll check my Lyft. I'll check my DoorDash. I'll check Spark. I don't do Instacart. I'll see what those other apps or technology companies have to say about this. $32.50 active time. Active time. From the time you start, accept a trip, to the time you drop off or end a trip. So you all be blessed out there. In this article, like I say, it mentioned combined across Uber and Lyft. It doesn't mention Uber Eats. It doesn't mention DoorDash. It doesn't mention Instacart. This Uber email only says combined across Uber and Lyft. So multi-app, 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 you all, because you never know. You might make $32.50 an hour. You might be on a pause for an hour until you get something else. You never know. But they say here, like I say, instead of having scheduled shifts, how's that going to affect DoorDash? Because, you know, now with the tier program, the rewards program, and Dasher, Top Dasher on DoorDash. And I'll expose that email soon. Scheduled shifts. So is everybody going to be able to dash now? Like they can go online now with Uber and Lyft? Something to think about. Like I say, when I was in New York, There's a video on here you saw when I left Massachusetts this past Sunday, the 23rd of June. We went to the Bronx. I was a Platinum Dasher. I still am a Platinum Dasher. They have the rewards program there. I couldn't dash now. I had to secure a schedule, find a schedule. All right, y'all be blessed. Happy Friday to you.